What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to juggle 3-ball tennis like this and 3-ball half shower. If you haven't learned how to juggle a basic 3-ball cascade yet, then you can check out my tutorial by clicking the first link in the description, and let's get into it. So the way I like to learn this trick and teach people this trick is by starting with the cascade. You should be pretty comfortable juggling a cascade like this before you start trying to learn tricks. It's okay if you can't do a whole lot, can't last very long with it, but maybe say, as long as you can get at least like 30 catches with it. So if you look at this pattern, every time you throw a ball, you're throwing it on the inside of the one that you're about to catch. And both the tennis and half shower is based off of throwing one of the throws on the outside instead. So the first thing you're going to do is pick one hand to start with and try throwing one throw over the top instead of on the inside. So all these throws are on the inside and then there's one over the top. It doesn't have to be much higher than the other ones, you just want to throw it on the outside. So once you can get that a few times on one side, for tennis, you're going to need to learn it on the other side also, like that. For half shower, you just need to learn how to do it over and over again with every single throw on one side. So I'm going to teach tennis first. I don't know which one's easier. Different people think different things. But it's important to learn it on both sides anyway, because it's always nice to switch between one side and the other, even if you're doing the half shower, which is only done on one side at a time. So get to where you can throw one throw over the top about 10 times in a row without dropping. It doesn't have to be every throw. Just randomly thrown over the top with one hand. Then you can try it with the other hand, like this. And it'll take a while to get your arm to tolerate you throwing to the outside because you've been training it to throw to the inside ever since you started learning, right? So it will take some time, but you'll get it eventually. Outside, outside. Once you do it with both hands several times, then you can switch back and forth. Get really good at throwing that ball over the top. And then once you feel comfortable with that, then you can try going back and forth. So I have one ball of a different color here, the red ball. So you can see that when I'm juggling the tennis pattern, it's always the same ball that's going over the top. Here we go, here's the red one, back and back the other way. That's how you're going to start practicing. Once you can do the overthrow on both sides, you're going to try throwing one ball over the top and then back the other way. One way, the other way. One way, the other way. Now you can try starting with the other hand. One way, back the other way. One way, back the other way. Once that's feeling pretty solid and you're getting it almost every time, then it's time to try more throws over the top. So again, the red ball is the only one going across the top. 1, 2, 3. Back and forth over the top 3 times now. And so now you can start to see the pattern going. And once you feel comfortable with that, you can just try to go back and forth and see how long you can get it. And then sometimes that happens and that's fine. But eventually you'll get it. And if you get to the point where you start trying to just see how long you can run it for, and then sometimes you might come back to a practice and you just can't get it anymore, just take a few steps back and keep trying. Sometimes that happens when you're learning a new trick. You'll get it one time, then you'll come back to it, and you won't be able to do it anymore. But it'll come back. It'll come back a lot faster than it did originally. So now for the half shower, you already know how to throw a ball over the top. So So you just need to learn how to run it like that and throw all of them over the top with one hand. So first, throw 2 in a row over the top with one hand. It's going to look like this. 1, 2. Now try it again. 1, 2. 1, 2. And once that feels pretty comfortable, you can try 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And once that feels comfortable, you can try more, or you can just try and run it. So different people learn differently. Sometimes people learn best by increasing the number of throws once every time they get solid with a given number of throws. And some people learn best by just trying to run it as long as they can. So do what feels best for you. You can try and run it, or you can work your way up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And keep going back into the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. But even if you do try and run it, it's best if you get in the habit of either going back to the cascade, something like if it feels like it's getting messy, then go back into the cascade to recover, or just collect them. You don't want to get in the habit of dropping all the time, and so just practice not dropping, whether it's collecting or going back into the cascade. And then now you pretty much know the half shower on one side, and you can do the same thing on the other side if you want. If you start with your dominant hand, it's probably going to be a lot harder to learn it with your non-dominant hand, but it's worth it because it'll be helpful in future tricks that you might learn. So just same thing again, over the top with your left hand, or my left hand in this case because I'm right-handed. And I started with my right hand. Now you can try 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now you can go for 4 or just run it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll run it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, you can hit that like button and let me know in the comments if you have any questions about how to juggle the half shower or tennis. And you can also let me know what patterns you would like me to have a tutorial on next. And subscribe to get notified when I post more tutorials just like this one.